Welcome to my ProfitTrailer version 2 review. Hopefully you guys have been waiting for this video. I think ProfitTrailer version 2 was a very hyped up release, and ProfitTrailer itself has gained some serious traction over the past few months, specifically because of their amazing marketing. And at this point, some people think it's almost like a high yield investment program where people are making guaranteed returns of 5% a day. And I can definitely tell you that is not always true for everyone. In this video, I'm going to tell you guys the pros and cons of ProfitTrailer, along with what my final verdict is on whether you should get it or not. Anyways, guys, let's get right into the video. So first off, I want to talk about what type of bot ProfitTrailer is. Now, my friend Crypto Potluck, who messaged me, told me this term that I really liked, and he called ProfitTrailer a rake bot. So what that means is a rake bot is a bot that you leave on the market that is just getting profits from whatever it can trade and really just tags along with the market. So if the market's green, obviously you can be expected to make some really good profits because it's just trading all the coins on the market and just raking in those profits with very minimal effort. And if the market's red, then hopefully it will just be safely sitting there waiting for the market to turn green once again. So that is the type of bot that ProfitTrailer aims to be. And in this video, I'm going to talk about why I don't really think it meets all the criteria for that, and also why I think it might not be such a good bot for beginners. So the first thing I want to talk about is the config editor and editing configs specifically for people who might be getting into bots. So a lot of people see ProfitTrailer as one of their first bots since so many YouTubers have been making videos on it. And obviously the first thing you're going to do once you download that bot and pay for it is you're going to go into the config and you're going to find some settings that work for you. And whenever I was trying to make a profitable config for myself with settings that I knew would work because of indicators on TradingView, and I knew those settings would make really good trades for me, I found it very confusing to translate that over to ProfitTrailer settings. Now, obviously, I'm not speaking for everyone. Maybe your friend has experience with ProfitTrailer. He'll be able to help you with it. And maybe you somehow understand how to make all your settings without, doing much work. And, props to you. But personally for me, and I'm assuming for the average consumer, it can be very overwhelming whenever you see a page just like this with a bunch of text that looks like code or something, where it can be very confusing to change settings. And I think that's one of the areas where ProfitTrailer lacks behind a lot right now, because you see Gunbot, you see Crypto Hopper, you see EonBot, you see all these other bots with really nice interfaces, especially now to change settings. I'd say Crypto Hopper is probably one of the best when it comes to ease of use. And whenever you see ProfitTrailer that's so heavily marketed towards new users, I think that can be a really big downside because of how hard it is to change all your settings, to make indicators work on ProfitTrailer, everything like that. I experienced tons of errors, and I eventually just resorted to downloading Crypto Gnome's settings off the internet and just testing those, and changing them a little bit to something that I would like, but that's what I resorted to. And so the returns that you'll see in this video are the returns that, the average trader would get, someone who, just recently got the bot and who is going to be trading. So here you can see some of the profits. I want to talk about this in a second. So obviously ProfitTrailer does bring in quite a bit of profits. It looks really nice on these charts, and that's what a lot of other YouTubers will show you. They're going to show you these charts that are full of green returns. They're going to show you, maybe some decent returns in the past few days. But once you really look once you look at it more closely, it's really not as good as it seems. So first off, you might see here that I am making, all profitable trades since ProfitTrailer cannot sell for a loss. But there are some trades that do get really close to being scary. Because the thing is, ProfitTrailer uses this thing called DCA, or dollar cost average, where if a coin is going down, then it continues to buy the coin while it goes down, so your bag gets bigger and bigger for that coin while it goes down. And I have my limit to 5 on ProfitTrailer for the amount of times that it can buy down. And once you get those really high bags, it can be very scary because sometimes it can take up quite a bit of your portfolio. And you know, even if that coin's still going down, sometimes there's nothing that the bot can do, and that's a huge downside to ProfitTrailer. So obviously you might be thinking, well, if ProfitTrailer is going to get these huge bags and mainly relies on DCA, then maybe I should just, you know, turn down my DCA settings so it doesn't buy so much if the market is going down. Now that's what I thought, and that's what I tested. And these are settings that are safe. So even if the market, you know, crashes quite a bit, I wouldn't say crash so much. You know, if it went down maybe 5 or 10%, the entire market, then all my bags would be full. But even on these relatively safe settings, I tested it with around $15,000, and within over a week of testing, I only made around $300. So those are absolute horrible returns. If I had been holding in that market period that was very green, I could have probably made 20% of my entire portfolio easily, just making, you know, 1 trade a week probably. I could have made more than that. And so obviously it was not so good. And so because of this low trading limit, that was a huge limit. That was a huge limiting factor for ProfitTrailer. And so the thing is, if you really don't have good buy settings, if you don't have specifically tuned indicators to really give buys only whenever, you know, a coin dips at a really good point, then you could get stuck with these bags, and those can be very scary, because the thing is, one bag can kill all of the profit that you made with ProfitTrailer. If you made 10% profit in 1 month with ProfitTrailer, you could get one bag that takes down your entire portfolio, because say it buys, you know, Cardano, and then Cardano goes down 50%, and it buys all of your money on Cardano because it just keeps doubling up. Every time Cardano goes down 10%, it just doubles your amount in Cardano, and you can have all your money in Cardano, and if Cardano keeps falling, there's nothing the bot can do. You're just holding this huge bag of a coin that you may not have even wanted, and then it can kill all of your profits from that week. So obviously that is super negative, but that's just the experience I've had. And whenever you're a beginner, it's going to be really hard to get better results than that if you don't really know what you're doing. So next, I move on to someone who does know what they're doing. Say you have experience with indicators, say you know how to tune ProfitTrailer settings, then I think ProfitTrailer is still great. I would not recommend ProfitTrailer as a rake bot anymore. I do not recommend it for someone who's new. I do not recommend it for someone who just wants to leave it on the market if they do not have that much experience. But if you are experienced and you do know how to get really good settings on ProfitTrailer to get concise buys, then I think this bot can still be great for you. Specifically, some easier way to run ProfitTrailer for beginners would be using AutoView to buy, maybe with some script on TradingView, and then using ProfitTrailer to sell. That way you get much better buy signals than what ProfitTrailer would normally give you. So that's one method that I would recommend in order to become more profitable with ProfitTrailer. And also the great thing with ProfitTrailer now is that it's only $25 or $30 a month. So it's very affordable, and many people can test it, you know, and decide their own opinion on this whenever they test it for themselves. Now, obviously, there are going to be some people saying, I make 5% a day in these green markets, and you had horrible settings, and that's why you didn't get profit. Now, I obviously thought about that, and sure, I could have made my trading limit a lot higher, and I could have made more profit in that green market. But whenever I was testing this, I was testing it from a standpoint of someone who's going to set it and forget it. And if I would have run those settings and the market would have crashed, I would have lost all of my money. And so that's the thing. I know there's going to be hate comments on this video from people saying I make 10% a day with ProfitTrailer. But the thing is, if the market crashes, then you're just going to lose a lot of your money, even if you did make some profit over those days. So my point being, if you want to get really good settings, then it does require some skill to do it. And I really don't think it's just a set and forget bot at this point, because of its dangerous DCA and its weak buy points most of the time. Now, what do I say for this bot overall? Do I think you should buy it? Yes, I think for this bot being only $25 or $30 a month, that opens the automated trading market to a lot of people who wouldn't be able to otherwise afford it. And I think it is great for someone who might be willing to take on a challenge, maybe find some settings that really work for them. or attach, just a trading view script to it. I think this would be really great as just a system for selling, and you can use some trading view scripts for buying. I think that's also great. I think there's lots of use cases for ProfitTrailer. You can even use it as a day trading bot. You can get some really concise settings that will work, and just leave it during the day with very high trading limit and like maybe one stop loss, and then that's all you do. I think there are definitely profitable ways to run it. But so far, it's really not the 5% a day machine that some people call it. And so yeah, guys, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. Hopefully this has taught you something about ProfitTrailer. Honestly, the ProfitTrailer market has been a little bit bloated from people, overexposing it, saying it was way better than it really is. And the ProfitTrailer version 2 release may have been a little bit overhyped. But it does have some solid indicators, and I'm looking forward to the future of ProfitTrailer with maybe a better config editor and some new strategies, maybe some strategies to sell with a loss. I would love to see that. Anyways, guys, leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear what you guys think, and see you guys in the next video.